Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is Pyre. So, we're at the doorstep of the Liberation Rites. Someone's gonna get to go home. The rest are staying behind, and we're gonna have to do the whole dance over again. And it just kinda got thrust on me, and I wasn't prepared to deal with the responsibility at the time. Cause, like, it's such a weird question. Who deserves to go? Who really deserves anything? Because, you know, realistically speaking, we all get dumped into reality with no idea what's going on, and a myriad of sociological and chemical filters to try to figure everything out through, so it's like, if you ask me, everyone just deserves to go to heaven. But, you know, I think I am gonna stick with what I said earlier. Hedwyn is like the joy of the party, always the amiable one. He nursed me back from death, and I can't imagine his crime was anything truly serious, because he's a deserter. In all likelihood, it's like, go die for your country, or go kill people for your country, and he's like, fuck that! And then he gets tossed here, and he just wants to go see his gal again. So yeah. Anyway. Is everyone prepared, Hedwyn? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers and the Rites this night. What happens if we fail? Hedwyn, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Probably one of them would just go home, I would imagine. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall end up going free instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. Got it? What then is to be done? The very same as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity, and we make the most of it. Tonight, our plan is set in motion. Oh, that's highlighted now. Wolfred's ambitious plot to spark a revolution in the Commonwealth as peacefully as possible. The plan's current probability of success, 19%. I hope that gets higher the more I win. We shall stand together, shoulder to shoulder, as the scribes themselves once stood. Wolfred Sandalwood. We are united in our cause. We shall look as ever toward the stars for guidance, and seize upon our future chances just as they arise. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path. Yeah. It's true. There's no point worrying about if we're gonna what happens if we fail, if we just ensure it never happens, you know? We'll cross that bridge when and if it happens. Your story shall continue regardless of the outcome of this or any rite. You need but see it through. Alright.
Many years have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader.
Thanks.
But only if you can prevail in this liberation rite. Here you stand to gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction. Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
Alright then. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Tempers, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. Logan did, in the brief moment I met Logan Cunningham, he said he played some of the demons in this game, so I'm listening intently now. You know who I am already, but look at what we got here. The damned Nightwings decided to show up. Almost figured we were never gonna see the day again. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. Hey, you! Is it Jody? Yep. He indicates Jodariel. She scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in these damned robes. Jodariel's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asked, Satisfied? Whoa, you must be new. Jodariel soon puts her mask on. We're fighting, you're not gonna hit on me. Enough talk. I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only shame is I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. You dick. I should rather cut out my tongue. Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind, we ought to stick together. Now come on! Ignarius throws his mask back on as his allies snarl at the rest of you. Oh, he's got an ashen cold, that's not good. Have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct this rite? The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Reader, this is it. The first companion whom you shall choose shall be anointed to go free this night, if you prevail. The other two in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you may know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision.
Who most deserves their freedom?
Again, that question, deserve. Is it all gonna be demons? Is it even gonna tell me? There's a snake, and there's a worm. Okay, good to know. You know what? Where's the ashen coal? I left it with Tizo, didn't I? Tizo is unworthy? Bullshit! So who else is unworthy? Sir Gilman, Pamitha. She snarled at that one. Ruki's unworthy. Oh, wow. This must be... Let me see. Yes, okay. So this is dependent on who I've leveled most. So, people who participate in the rites more, most likely are going to be the ones who end up... Okay, so I can only choose Hedwyn, Jodariel, and Faye right now. Okay. That's forcing you to develop your skills a bit then, huh? Like, most likely the people you use more are gonna end up going free, so you have to get used to using the other dudes. Okay, so in that case, this truncates my decision from 7 to 3. Hedwyn, Jodariel, Faye. You know, I feel like if I pick Jodariel first, that's gonna make Pamitha right, and that's just gonna make her pissed off. So, you know, we can wait a bit on that. Hedwyn or Faye? You know, that is probably the choice. But, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with what I've been saying. It's Hed. Let's go. I am sad that I'm gonna lose the opportunity to learn more about your character, or at least until I YouTube it, but here we go.
Edwin.
Oh, that's a shitty ashen coal. If you insist. Then the Gate Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well then. Under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Hedwyn the Deserter shall be liberated. Should the Tempers prevail, the exile Ignarius shall go free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate, to strive alongside Hedwyn the Deserter to see to his return in glory?
Who shall be at his side?
Ah, okay. So, it need not be a super enlightened dude who helps him win the day. In that case, this is gonna be the last time the original triumvirate is gonna be fighting alongside each other. Let's do it.
Jodariel.
Very well. Let us prevail here and see this through.
Ruki.
Heh! Sure, no pressure, right, Tom?
The choice is cast.
Very well. The 8 scribes accept your choices, reader of the Nightwings. She then indicates to the lone minstrel. Now, are you prepared yourself, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. Then let us all begin.
Nightwings! Been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me!
Be careful what you wish for, mate.
Commence.
Do. Nope. Ooh, I like the song. That's right. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah. Dickhead, I'm gonna banish you. That's right. Gotcha! So much for that advantage, huh? But now I don't have Jodari, of course. Gotta be careful. Whoops, shit! How did I miss? No, seriously, what happened? Oh, shit! His aura was stronger, I guess. Oh well. Hey! Dickhead! Why can't I banish this douche? Urgh. Stop cheating! I'll break you! Alright. Alright. He goes, Ricky, go! Ah, shit! Again with that. Oh well. Don't like how your aura can negate mine. Whoop! Ha! That is a tricksy move the worms can do. Shit! So close. Gotcha!
You good for nothing, Nightwings! Skip out on us for years and years, then show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. But now we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it. I used to be the best. At this, at least, but now? The pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. Ah, Mora. I doubt you'd recognize me anyway. Come on, Nightwings! Let's see you keep this up!
That's the first time I ever felt bad for an adversary. Except for, like, the Fate. They seemed alright. Alright, but hey.
The demon whom you face was once a man, long since tainted by the downside, or rather by his crimes. I suspect his penance is not yet complete.
Noob.
Solution.
Gotcha.
The demon's banished.
Ah, crap.
Wherever did the Nightwings go?
Don't condescend to me. Aha!
Thought they had you there.
Shut up! I'll end you! Ah, darn, I thought the aura would restore. If I'd been maybe a hair quicker. Whoop! Almost missed it there. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances right now.
The rite has nearly ended.
Gotcha! Ah, darn. Dumbass. Ah, blast! He went for me instead of the orb. Didn't expect that. Ah!
Oh, you poor Nightwing.
Shut up! I'll end you!
Stand not in glory's path.
Come for it, I dare ya! Alright, everybody's done. Go, Ricky! Man, I meant to jump in. Nope. Oh, bast!
That ought to wake you up.
Shut up! Look at the lead we have. This is over, man. It's just a matter of time.
How fine.
Ah. Oh well. Get dunked! Go, Headwind! Earn your freedom, baby!
The Nightwings proved their worth. As for their adversaries, they did not.
You're gonna do something bad to them now, are you?
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth.
Catch you on the flip
His
side, Head.
adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
At least until we come back. God, what a joke. We should have had this. You got steamrolled. Be quiet. You should have had this. Got all rusty. You've been waiting so damn long. Damn it. Damn it! Nightwings! Be seeing you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. I don't know. Suppose I should do Jodie next since she's been waiting so long. We did it. You got white robes now. Then, I guess that means I have to go. I broke my vow to them, that we would all go free together. Don't think of it like that! I'm gonna send the rest, I promise! Rita, my friend, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? What? Are you mad at me now? I didn't... I thought... Ah! You're gonna get to see your gal again, though, right? I mean, come on, focus on that. Fikani, wait for me. Wait for me. Someone for whom Hedwyn cares deeply. They were separated in the Commonwealth. He remained silent for a moment longer, then... Listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there is anything at all that I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I am going to find it. And I am going to do it. And at the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you come and join me back at home, that it'll be a better place for all of us. See, that's kind of why I chose you first. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you. All of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight, into the shimmer pool. His voice is audible but growing faint. A seldom seen celestial phenomenon linking the downside back to the Commonwealth. Thus, beneath a blooded moon, the Sklorian waters rise for but a moment, only to fall again. Downside legend. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader. Everyone. Goodbye. Until we see each other. Hedwyn earned back his freedom. May he return in glory. Leaves the downside forever. Well, you know what, bro? You need to have more value in yourself. You saved my life, remember? Alright.
Godspeed, Hedwyn.
Ciao.
The Eight scribes are ever merciful.
And because of this, I'm gonna save everyone else.
The cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
Alright. Ah, right. Everyone gets their enlightenment. Hopefully Ruki's ready to go next time, because he's got family waiting for him too. Hi, cat. Breaking the mood. And you and Jodariel just really need to get your shit together. Because I want my team comps to work, you know?
May the scribes have mercy on us all.
Urisena, you annoying bastard. Alright, everyone give me shit. Go ahead. After your victory over the Tempers and the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from here. I'm going to miss that guy. Oh crap, he was our cook. I'm just remembering that. We're gonna have to learn how to do food. It is quieter now, but we'll see Hedwyn again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. Wait, what about the stars? They didn't seem to wait around for us. About that, reader, go see for yourself. Ready? The night sky over Mount Elodial is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Hedwyn as you turn toward the heavens. Why is that glowing? His was the first friendly face you encountered in the downside. He has regained his freedom in the Liberation Rite. Okay, so the info about him changed. Right. Doing the thing. Whoa! What the shit? Nothing is shiny. Is this it? No. You searched and searched the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. What the hell? The stars revealed nothing, did they not? This happened to you, huh? You confirm his suspicions. It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn, and when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. So it needs a moment to prep for the next bout of rites then. It like goes in fits and bursts or something. Yo. Wolf. Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Wolfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He is a long-standing, seeks more than his own freedom. Yeah. He looks up and smiles at you as you approach. This is the weirdest thought to enter my head right now, but like, aren't you smoking plants right now? Isn't that considered kinda... Well, I mean, we eat animals, so I guess it's not really the... Bleh, fuck it. Hello, my kin. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all this. Not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn here. As is admittedly a somewhat desperate plan, it is that things keep glowing. 27%! Nice! It was vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I, we were unsure of him at first. A common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rites. But, in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot. Someone like him. Sincere, determined, with loyal friends and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf, now in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wolfred speak little more of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth, and I am left wondering a couple details about his character that I'm probably not going to get to confirm, because I couldn't get anyone enlightened enough to really... There wasn't enough time to get him to level 5, you know? Whatever. Jody, forging outside. Hedwyn. Liberated. What passes for cooking supplies here? Hedwyn used to do most of the cooking, but now we are just sad. Pamitha, Pamitha's status, no telling. Ah, boy. Where is she off to now? Sir Gilman, soliciting practice partners. Faye, picking at her food. Tizo, napping someplace. Ruki, snooping around outside. It's probably gonna be Ruki next and then Jodariel, I think. And then Faye and Tizo. That's my thinking. Sandra, wallowing in nothingness. Tariq, keeping a lookout. Okay, cool. Yeah. It won't let me see Hedwyn's stat. Did the little bastard take my talisman? No, okay, good. That's something I wouldn't want to have to look out for in the future. One thing is, I know Wulfred's gonna join the party, and I also heard Big Bertrude does as well. So, that's gonna add layers. Will I be able to liberate Wulf in that case? Good question. Okay, at any rate, it doesn't look like there's anything more I can poke. Let's go to the place Wulfred's directing us. Good morning, my kin. The place I noted earlier. Let me illuminate the way. Moonlight Alcove. Wulfred indicates that you can await the next cycle of the rites here. A small landing on the dark side of the sacred mountain. Alright, cool. Okay, so like Ignarius is the only one of my foes at this point that I would actually consider letting go instead of one of my party, but you know, that still puts him several degrees over everyone, below everyone in my party, except maybe Pamitha, because she's kind of being snarky right now. Okay, Wulfred leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about you, you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Bide your time. But first... Again? You find Wulfred seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you. Greetings, reader. This wagon and I weave many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there is something that you wish to know, you need but ask. Wulfred invites you to inquire about his past. Ask what he did to earn his sentence, ask why the Nightwings disbanded, ask how he knows the Lone Minstrel, ask to be excused. Okay. He said it with regards to the role of a reader, so I think the Nightwings and the Lone Minstrel are probably the most... I mean, I didn't ask Hedwyn his sentence. I'm not really asking anyone what they did to get here, because... I mean, I just generally assume anything that dumps the protagonist into the hellhole is not going to be something I want to, you know, endorse. It's like with Skyrim, I just assume that the Imperial system is bunk because they threw me in there. Like, what did I do? Still take them over to the Stormcloaks, though. Okay. Wulfred reminds you of someone you heard about long ago in the Commonwealth. Oh, that's why. Okay. The triumvirate of which you are now a part seems to have a storied history. The two of them seem to be old acquaintances. How long have they known one another? Or there's no need to take up more of Wulfred's valuable time right now. Yeah, this one. Why the Nightwings disbanded. You expressed interest in knowing more of how the Nightwings came to be, and Wulfred's past connection to the group. I've been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me, in a manner as I understand, quite like how Hedwyn and the others found you. Back then it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Orisa, a former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the rites alongside Wulfred and Orlek, and another known as Orlek. And Saint. Okay. Once in a while we let little Tizo stand with us as well. He is rather older than he looks. The other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given right. For real. But there was a terrible accident. Orisa, we lost her. And Orlek, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Elodiel. We lost him as well. on the night when he was to be free. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blame the rights themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The Downsiders claimed many lies, yet it was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and the raiments. I had the Black Wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, and towards a different purpose. That is all I wish to say of this, my kin. Oh, I can ask about more. Cool. Okay, Tariq. You ask Wulfred about his history with the Lone Minstrel, whom he seems to know quite well. Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you've seen. Although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rights and the Nightwings. I have tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though it is plain that he's not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who had first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental in our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? Well, it feels rude to pry, but since it's right here, I mean, let's be frank, I would have done the same thing for Hedwyn if I was able to do everything in a row like this. You asked Wulfred about his past in the Commonwealth, and how it is he came to be in the Downside. How rather forward of you, my kin. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. I owned and operated one. An illegal invention allowed written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. In 617 AS, the Commonwealth was under siege from within, as anti-theocratic propaganda quickly spread. And why wouldn't it? Theocracies are bunk. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the High-Wing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Good on ya! Under pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while. But not for long enough. Here in the Downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and short of it. Now then, was there anything else? Well, that looks to be everything. There is no need to take up more of Wulfred's valuable time right now. You thank Wulfred for his time and bid him a good rest of the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader. Be well. Thanks, brah. Jodariel's arguing with Ruki, who is in turn arguing with Jodariel. Pamitha is out on the prowl. Sir Gilman is fixing his helm. Faye is out for a walk. Tizo is hunting for snacks. Tariq is sitting still. Sandra's reliving the past, and why is that vibrating? You called for me, lovely reader. No, sorry. I thought there was stuff happening. Okay. And this didn't pop up with anything new, did it? Pretty sure not. Yeah, okay. I don't want the group to fall apart because of this. Oh boy. Everyone. The amenities are modest here at Moonlight Alcove. For many years, Wulfred smuggled supplies and furnishings to this well-hidden locale. But I suggest that you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready by when you need it next. From the mountaintop, you can see all across the Downside. its impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. Yeah, oh well. It's still pretty. And so, you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the rites begins to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom one by one. Many moons pass. Then one evening. May I have a moment, reader? The lone minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites. Hey, question, have I been getting the global bonuses? Because, like, I feel like I could have been using that time for vocations, you know? Okay. As has been your leaning through your stay at this abode. Okay, so that's just what I've been busying myself with. But apparently not enough to get stat boosts. Begging your pardon, but there's something you may wish to see. Please follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader. The stars shine like you have never seen. Once more, the path towards salvation is revealed. But now, something is different. The stars shine once more. Let's check it. There... Bleh. What? What? Each prior time you searched the stars, they showed you a single path. But now several rites availed themselves to you at once. Ah, cool beans. Henceforth, you may choose from several different rites. Choose your path towards salvation. Also, can I poke this? Okay, no. You are not permitted to conduct the next rite here. Well, fine! So, Triesta. The silver star burns bright over the nest of Triesta. Ud Milde is already on her way. In track to challenge the withdrawn here next. Your record against them is 1-0. As with everyone, I'm sure. Who else can I fight right now? Haub and Jomwer. Haub. The midnight star burns bright over the cairn of Haub. Dalbert is already on his way. Yes, that's right. And Jomwer. The accusers! The Yamchas, who I beat in the first fucking match! Oh boy, Okay. Okay, so it's clear to me now that the accuser's beef with the Nightwings was with someone prior in a previous set of rites, so they're kind of being petty douches and I really want to put them down for it. I don't want to crush the Fate, because they're like one of the... one out of two groups I didn't just immediately despise. Ignarius turned out to be like, you know, sympathetic at the very least, but, you know. But it occurs to me that... Where is it? Here we go. Udmilde is trying to friggin' summon an Elder God. So I feel like I gotta put them down for the sake of the world. Just first and foremost. Don't even give them a chance to try to pull that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. The unicorn. Yes. The stars urge that we go to the nest of Triesta. A long way off. Well, everything's kind of a long way off. Also, you're back. Hi. Okay. Wolfred, sir. How are we to reach the nest of Triesta in due course of time? You know full well, Tariq. Preparations are complete. You see the lone minstrel smile, ever faintly, but cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advance, you'll find there ought to be fewer rites. This time until once more we are able to traverse Scribe's Gate. Okay. Exactly how many, it is difficult to say, but our next chance at liberty ought present itself much sooner than before. So let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader. Your companions have not traveled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news soon spreads through the group. Fewer rights, huh? So that's what Yahtzee was saying. There's not going to be as many chances to free everyone. Oh boy. Great. Oh, can I not talk to anyone? Okay, fine. Oh shit, I forgot to read the book. Well, I didn't have a chance. But people were talking. Next morning, Vulfrid calls everyone together before the Black Wagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. With Bertrud's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. You pimped out the wagon! Awesome! Oh, shiny things are shiny. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose various intricate components once hidden from view. You are the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way. Flying! He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something. Cool. But I want to poke the wagon. I want to poke the book. Fine. Oh. Hey, hold the button. Okay. After having soared into the sky, the Black Wagon remains aloft somehow. Hey, now we're talking. Never thought I'd soar like this again. Tizo is excited to be flying again. You get the impression this may not be the first time for him. The Nightwings sail the skies again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. There is one catch. The downside provides few locales suitable for landing, though we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near to where we're going. We'll then make way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. The Black Wagon can fly. Seek landing near the nest of Triesta. Okay, cool. Whee! Where is that again? That's the pony head. I know, but, okay, so is that little symbol in the... Yeah, that's like a compass beckoning me onward. Okay, I'll just... Whee! The unmistakable remains of Sylvius horse-headed, which protrude from the ashen fire there below. Some have taken it to be a work of sculpture, reader. The Mare Titan, vanquished by the scribe Triesta Tethys. She broke the land beneath her burning hooves, winning vengeance. The tale of a Titan felled by Saint Triesta Tethys. I can't say her name for the life of me. Eldest of the Heart Matriarchs. That is more unbelievable than the thought that some daring exiles over many years carved the Titan's visage out of stone. That does make a lot of sense. Okay, be that as it may, the climate and cliffs are home now to exiled harps, such as the Essence, whom you faced here when you first arrived. Even they do not all know of the locale's sacred significance. Okay, cool. So, looks like the Black Shore is where we land. Ruki has a hunch that you may find something of value on this route. Okay. And it doesn't look like I can land anywhere else. I can land at Highwing Cove, slightly further off, but hold on. Faye senses the presence of the 8 scribes along this route. That's great and all, but Ruki's one who needs enlightenment, so I think we're gonna go with him. Because I do kind of want to free him next. He too has fam waiting for him. I keep ignoring Faye though, I should give her a win soon. Your wagon touches down in Black Basin where you first met Vulfrid, and Panatha as well. You briefly wonder at what might have happened had your paths not crossed. A full inspection of the wagon is already underway by the time you join the rest of the group. Tizo takes care to realign each set of stabilizers, needing little help from you. Meanwhile, Sir Gilman greases any intakes that sealed shut during the flight. You soon run into Vulfrid, who has further details to report. Systems are nominal. This wagon's fit to journey onward at dawn's light. The group disperses then, some taking time for rest, while others tend to personal pursuits. You should have enough time to do the same. Vocation time? You'd think, wouldn't you? Oh, it's probably gonna give it to me after I poke here. Sir Gilman, what's up? Sir Gilman is shivering there after the Black Wagon's maiden voyage across the skies. You're more of a swimmer than a flyer, huh? Master Reader, this knight is very, very slightly out of sorts is all.
He merely appears terrified, but he assures you that his seeming cowardice is but an optical illusion in this case.
Permith overhears and joins you. Flying's not for everyone, Sir Knight.
This knight heartily concurs, though how anyone at all can stand it he has yet to understand.
Well, let's see. What's it like to swim the waters of the Sea Dominion?
Ah, those glorious murky waters, engulfed in hideous warfare to be sure, but otherwise a joy to cut across, to feel the coolness of the waves beneath one's gill slits and the like.
Though this knight is now accustomed to his life above the surface. Flying's just the same, Sir Knight. It resists those of us not born to it. I, in turn, have wondered what your seas are like, but the thought of swimming fills me with disgust. Though I haven't had to swim, and now you have to fly. That's very brave of you, and you handled it better than some harp fledglings I've met in my day. You'll get used to it. She departs, but you sense Sir Gilman is feeling better after the exchange. Sir Gilman gained +1 hope for the next fight. Sweet! Alright. This is why you never ignore your party members. Waking Wood Wisps. The wisps inside provide a scarce bit of light when it is needed, all for a low monthly fee. Keepsake from Black Basin. What is this? Grease stone. Exhibits a flagrant disregard for natural law, thus providing light entertainment. I can poke it. That's fun. Can I poke other things as well? I didn't... Huh. Whoa! I made myself a little drunk. Why did this never occur to me before? What's this? Magma mug. Provides a bit of warmth on cold nights and something at which to nod and stare. Keepsake from Black Basin. Ah! No. That's cool, but no. Okay. Faye is humming softly. What's this? That's a drive imp. Can I poke this? I cannot. Nah, there it is. Canvas wing. The Black Wagon is flight capable, though by which means you do not fully grasp as yet. Tizo's staving off critters. Ruki is running around somewhere. Jody is searching for food. Tariq is exploring nearby. Sandra is staring into space. I still need to poke that. Just a moment. No, don't stop shining just because I look at you. No. Where's the... How do I... It's not... It only kinda lets me hover over things. It doesn't... Okay, it stopped shimmying. That's not... Okay, fine. Okay. Book of Rights. I have some reading to do. Living in egg... Whoa! Okay. Right. Living in exile. In the words of Jomware Manymane, the Alpha Chief. Since I too roamed free, I remember well those days in which I was called Chief. I travelled all the world over on my 4 good paws, and I was well adored. I wanted to grow stronger. Here at last I have. I shall not mince my words. This place shall either harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. You share the exile's plight. My charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you a little bit, and to prolong your stay, but only for as long as needed. Your charge is to return. We call this place the downside for a reason, but in time, here you can learn to eat, to seek out shelter, and to find a certain beauty in unlikely places. Cool. In the words of Molten Melith, the Wild Witch, years upon long years we spent distilling life essence for many things, which all once writhed under the auspices of their mortality, which we ourselves cut short. In this time we have no regrets, for we learned much, and so we think did they. We earned the title Witch, and were forced to flee into the downside. Here we encountered Solium Mer, and soon we gained an understanding of each other. He bade us circumnavigate these lands and catalogue our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. He wished to yield benefit to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both, then. In the words of Luce Glorian Hundred Minds, the Scholar, do you feel a kinship with the stars? You owe everything to them. Perhaps one day, even your freedom. Hello. I chased the stars across the river of my genealogy until they led me here. I demanded they explain to me the paradox of knowledge. For how is it that something can be shared but still contained within ourselves in its entirety? The stars did not respond, but set me on a quest. I sought the 9 landmarks which they revealed to me, so that someday I would reveal their mysteries to you. These landmarks, emissaries of the stars, are 9 lenses through which we see the land, and see ourselves in a new light. Don't have all the scribes yet, of course. In the words of Haub the Swallow, the Accursed, "At first I found it was much too difficult to read, much less to write, even to grasp the quill. But the Horned One, Myr, implored me. He said this is the greatest gift that he could give me in return. In return for what, I asked. In return for his life, he said. But I did not save your life, I said. You did, he said. We fight about this still. Myr is stubborn, more than I. Now herein, and by his leave, I chronicled the 9 triumvirates, for I am of this land, unlike the rest who wish to leave. We knew not everyone could leave who wanted. Seldom would the opportunity arise. Thus did we organize those striving for the chance into 9 sets of 3. In the words of Triesta Tithys, the Blessed Born, got it this time. We, the 8, assembled here together in the downside, and we gave our freedom so that you may yet have yours. It is an exchange that we have not lightly made. It is my charge to ensure that you should regain your freedom. No, I read that wrong. It is my charge to ensure that you, should you regain your freedom, first off recognize its qualities, and also use it wisely. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. My own wings, I once thought that they could take me anywhere, and then they took me here where I am bound. It is your charge to be free, and not to make the same mistakes. Spring from here, and learn from what we did, and build a new and great society, a free society with wings spread wide for everyone. Cool beans! Stuff is happening. Alright. That seems to be everything. I think. Right? But what was this? There was another one on the Wild Witches page. Okay. Gaining the summit of the sacred Mount Elodial involved no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery in varying proportion. The mountain's energies were palpable, the sensation that we felt indescribable. The lands we stood upon were closer to the stars than to the world we knew. It was upon this highest point in all the downside that we first made efforts to concoct this tome, which you now read. It was there that we were stricken with a vision of the cycle of the rites, and felt together for the first a sense of freedom unlike any we experienced before. But that is a subject which our comrades shall illuminate in greater detail. Oh, there are a few. Okay, I missed Black Basin. The continent we called Black Basin shall one day tear itself apart, arriving upon blackened molten crags, tolerable only by the harp Triesta. We pressed onward toward a suffocating wood. This land felt to us somehow primordial. Deep in its roots and noxious crevices lay innumerable clues as to its ancient history, but we had little time to excavate, for our supplies by then were thin. Further, we were lost. Our best attempts at circumnavigation all had failed. It was Luce Glorian who reached out at last unto the stars, and they revealed the way. Then we at last could see the sacred Mount Elodial there in the distance. Okay, who else had stuff? You didn't. Lou did. Okay. Only this, though. Good. Much can be said about the Sisters of the Arch, whom we banished to the great beyond for deeds irredeemable. I've met them! They're alright. At least now. Suffice it that the details of their banishment are written in this book. The sisters and the book became inseparable, not unlike the stars, their light, and the infinite darkness that engulfs them. The stars communicate to us, and you in turn. The words within the book are but an edifice, a simple surface. Look past the text to the hidden meaning, to the hidden power. The stars above, as they are not mere lights. These are not mere words. If you chance upon the Sisters of the Arch within their prison here, give them our thanks. Seems a little weird, considering they moided Solium, but that's up to you. Anybody else? Anybody else got stuff? Doesn't look like it. Alright, good. Yep, book stopped shining. There we go. Alright. I'm actually wondering if I should leave the episode here. It's a good question. Can explore the Blackshore a bit. You make time to explore the monolithic stonework of Blackshore with your companions. Any luck, people? Ski! Tiza suggests maybe more searching is in order. They turn to you. You may continue searching, or return to the wagon empty-handed and pursue your vocations. Oh! That's a choice now. Darn it! I do want my vocations. I want those global benefits to keep coming, but... But what am I gonna find here? A talisman? I don't tend to like those as much. Nah. But I gotta keep searching. It might give my companions hope and enlightenment. You spend more time exploring unchecked nooks and corners of the area. Unfortunately, you find nothing about— FUCK! As the day— I hadn't considered that option. That same thing happened at the damn shipwreck. As the day begins to grow dim, you have little choice but to return to the wagon. Ryuki, you done fucked us. I could have been reading. Meh. Fine. At dawn, everyone seems to have recovered from the rigors of your maiden voyage across the skies. It is time to return to the nest of Triesta and confront the withdrawn once again. Alright. Okay. Okay. More pages. Why couldn't you have just been there when I... Hey guys, coming in. Say now, whatever happened to that smiley headwind guy? Did he really get out of here like I've been hearing, or what? Kind of, yeah. Okay. Whoa, Twilight Shard. When flinging the orb into the +2 fire. Cool. A fractured part of a celestial orb. Cool. Okay, pinch of... how much money do I have? Only enough for a pinch, I'm afraid. Yeah, you know, it's like... What I don't like about the talismans, let me just clarify that, is like... It's unclear whether one... It's like you're choosing between one benefit and another, whereas doing the global benefits is like just good all around. You never have to ask that question, you know what I mean? I'll buy a pinch. Give it to someone. Fuck. I appreciate you doing business, and you guys be sure to tell your friends, okay? I need to do more things just so that I can have more money, I think. Ryuki, what's up? You find Ryuki having just put his Greentail family portrait back. Ryuki's well-to-do Kerr family tied to the Commonwealth's thriving mercantile industry. There's something of a wistful look in his eyes. Then something comes over him and he moves in close, lowering his voice. Look, chum, I gotta level with you about something here real quick. Truth is, I ain't been entirely upfront with you about my family situation. He hesitates a while, then... We ain't exactly quite as rich as I've been letting on. I mean, we do just fine, and we got lots of money stored away. It's just mostly locked up in savings bonds, and... He seems to catch himself in the middle of another tall tale and relents before you can respond one way or another. The situation is my mum back on the other side. She needs a little bit of help. Financially and otherwise. All she's got now are my knuckle-headed uncles to keep her steady. Always told her I'd make something of myself, you know? I was just a clerk in her shop. Things started getting tough for us, so I started looking for all kinds of different work. Got in with some unseemly sorts, I guess, but the pay was real good. We took to shipping certain types of stuff down here, of all places. Flushing it straight down the river, watertight. The pay was right. Mom was so proud of me. We were eating real good all the time. But you can probably guess what happened. I barely scraped by after they flushed me down here. Would have been food for a bunch of howlers had Jody not bailed me out of a tough spot one fine evening. As for my mum, she doesn't know the half of it. My uncles told her I'm away on business. Not entirely untrue, I guess, but if she knew, it'd break her poor heart. So, don't know how else to put this, chum, but I want to get out of here. Get back to what I was doing back home. On the straight and narrow, though. I'd go straight this time for sure. Just don't go telling everybody that old rookie Greentail's just a mama's boy, okay? I got a certain reputation to uphold. Come on, it's okay to be a mama's boy. I'm a mama's boy. He quickly scampers out the door. His past has been weighing heavily on him, but you sense he was sincere about wishing to lead an honest life. Yep, you're going next. Roster bio updated. I didn't know I could... Oh! I can look at his crime now, I'll bet. Yeah. Astral sign. He was born on the 4th of 4th moon, suggesting he is active and outgoing. One's astral sign often foretells of one's disposition, strengths, and idiosyncrasies. Trafficker? Yeah. I already knew that, but smuggling. That's his crime. He was involved in an illegal operation shipping contraband to the downside. As mercy guides our hand, we spare your lives, but rid ourselves of you. From the sentencing ceremony. You know, I don't think that's as bad as all that. I mean, helping the outcasts down here who are being, like, shipped away for all sorts of stupid reasons I don't doubt, that's pretty good. The record states that he sought to undermine the social fabric of the Commonwealth. In the downside, one's past tends not to be a subject for discussion. Oh, alleged motive, self-gain. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Exiled 4 years ago. Rookie has survived for 4 years in the downside thus far. It is a life sentence. Some withstand the downside for no longer than a day or two, while others last for many, many years. Okay, so I guess that's biography. He barely made a living as a... Well, yeah, I mean, I already found that out. He told me. Yeah, okay. So I got Rookie's story. Which just, like, impels me to send him on, then. Okay. As for the book, what popped up? Something about the nest of Triesta. Ah, Lou's got something to say about that, I guess. The ashen effigy of the nightmare titan, Zilvius Horseheaded, looms as dark as ever on the precipices of the Black Basin, where her chaotic influence sundered the land itself until it wept with fire. The very instant that our graceful friend Triesta Tithys finally laid to rest the greater titan, with the power of the holy scepter of the Empire, the stars shone down upon us all with blinding light. Triesta thought that she could bear her children in the warmth there, but, alas. Now the stars revisit that locale with regularity. The fissures in the rock do pose more danger than one ought invite, but a summons to the nest is to be honored. Who else is shining? I should think Triesta would have something to say about that, but... No, that's it. Okay. Should I push this episode a little longer for this, right? I might as well. I'm feeling it. Let's go. Though the now familiar surroundings of the nest of Triesta made preparations faster than before, the stars are already aflame by the time you and the others are gathered. At last. Well, Jodariel, I have every faith in your ability in this. Our adversary is a known quantity. I am prepared. You wish them all good fortune in turn. Little else is said, and together you watch the celestial harmony in calm and silence, and await the withdrawn. I'll need a little break after this, though. Maybe get dinner.
Reader, ever persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew. Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough.
You know it.
Your chosen adversaries here shall be the withdrawn. Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met.
So what kind of bow and arrow was Triesta using for that?
Shall oppose them.
Yo, Milde!
Previous time ye snuffed out Pyre's flame, prevailed, This time, all for E/. No matter the result, and no matter the cost.
I'm totally flipping her off right now. I know you can't see it, but... That doesn't look like anything interesting or new, is there? The Withdrawn. Let us show them what the Nightwings can do. Frozen Soul. They dimmed our Pyre. We have grown strong. The power of E/ courses through our veins. You sense it, Mildew speaks the truth. The Withdrawn are more capable than before. Well, I should hope they step up their game, otherwise it's gonna get real boring, huh? They gain talismans and masteries. Do not underestimate them. Well, let's take a look then. Frozen Soul. Don't appreciate that, by the way. You know what? This is gonna get real nasty, isn't it? Some of my own masteries seemed a bit unfair. So for the computer to get them. Oh dear. Interesting. And you have 2 imps at your side as well, with various masteries of their own. And you have those shards as well. Same kinds of skills for both. Alright. Well, I know I want to do Ruki. Because one, he whipped him before, and for another, I want to make sure that his enlightenment is up. He's going next. Then Jodario. I swear. Okay, but I also gotta beef up my lower level dudes here. So Pamitha, come on down. And I know you're unwilling now. That's fine, because you know what, you're pretty enlightened as it stands. So, Sir Gilman or Tizo? You know what? If I learned anything from that last rite, is that worms can be great interceptors under the right circumstances. So I think I want to do you. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I like that one, actually. Let's do it.
Sir Gilman.
For the glory of the Nightwings! Hear us, E/. Bring to us thy terrible power.
Let's rock.
Now begin.
Whoop. Oh god. Oh god. Ah! They're fast. I don't like that. Whoop.
The first
Booyah.
passing.
Let's do it.
'Twas of no consequence. We shall awaken him, or try as you might to set us back.
Oh, I try. And I will. Believe you that. Come on then. Who wants it? Who wants it?
Who wants it?
Booyah! Oh, I thought I'd get her too. That's alright. I will now.
Deliverance.
Booyah. Let's rock.
Your adversaries
Slither, slither.
fall short.
Nuri, nuri, nuri. Whoop. Whoop. Booyah! Get dunked. Can't wait to see what this is gonna be like fighting other players. Whoop! Oh! That's a bit tricky to time. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Alas.
Ah. Alas is right. But oh well. Don't matter. Come on! Ah! Bugger. Ha! That was slick. And I still paid. Ah! Yeah! Fine! I don't care. Let's go.
Yes.
Ah! That sucks. I really need to learn how to use Sir Gilman properly. Because soon the rights are going to give me no choice. Oh, that wasn't the right spot at all! Okay, thank God! I thought I was going to pay for that. Just going to wait for you to bring the orb to me. Whoop! Whoop! Let's do it! Go, Pamitha! Yeah, boy! Girl! Chica! Alright.
Now go on, just once more.
Whoop! Oh, darn.
Poor Ruki.
Shut up! Rusena! Timmy! Whee!
Glorious.
Righteous flame, baby! I don't fancy your chances right now. Whoop, whoop. Ah, shit. That's alright. That's alright. You know why? Because I'm about to get it in. Boy! Yeah!
The Nightwings prevail.
Whatever.
Such a well-conducted victory it was. Let's end this night's proceedings.
E/Saver's defeat. Thine as he cares not. Ye shall see.
Same problem as the Daedra then, huh? They don't care about their own followers. That's your downfall. I'm gonna make sure you ain't never coming back, fuckers. Nice.
Honor is elusive, O Sir Gilman, yet enlightenment is eternal.
So grateful is this knight for such a glorious occasion that he is giving strong consideration to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. Still won't though. Suck it. Okay, still getting a little. Okay, and a wider area of effect. I think I need that. Alright, Pamitha, what you got? Well, Tamitha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether you like it or not. While flying, Pamitha moves faster than usual. Nice. After banishing, moves faster. Just general move faster.
Holy power of the eldest matriarch.
Okay, is that it? Alright.
Until the next rite.
Should have brought Tizo in. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Balanced theory, I want to do everyone. You return to the wagon after you and your exiles defeated the Withdrawn and find Volfred waiting for you there. Well done back there, my kin. You are serving your companions well. Now then, I have something that I wish to share with you if you've a moment. We have discussed the plan, of which we're all a part. I have a means of measuring our progress toward the goal of it. 30%. Nice! It's steadily rising, baby! I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth. I expect you shall again see several shining stars where once you saw but one. Boop. Okay. Green. Azure, whatever. Bog. Green. And jump where again? Alright, let's see it. Several shining stars. A trick of the eye or the will of the scribes? Who can say? I too once gained this newfound vision many years ago, following my first liberation rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realize that in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Henceforth you may use Volfred's planner to see your current progress. An object that shows the relative standings between the 9 triumvirates and the rites. Whichever triumvirate curries the most favor shall confront the Nightwings for a chance at freedom. Okay. Dude! You have a leaderboard! Uh-huh. Volfred shall keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. Okay. Or any time in the Black Wagon or while searching the stars. Alright, cool. Cool. I suppose Volfred might as well be the face. Ours is the triumvirate against which all others are judged. Okay. Neat. Rites till next liberation, unknown. Liberation rites conducted. So, one more needs to join. Bertrude, no doubt. Finium, the 4th of 9th moon, 8:37 AS. At long last, the plan is well underway. The cycle of the rites turns quickly for the time. We soon should have another stab upon the fall of Solium. Volfred Sandalwood. Okay, cool. I'll probably have to look at this more closely next episode, because right now I'm starting to fade. Oh, the Tempers are at the wait, no, that doesn't mean anything. Record, that's what you look at. Times the Tempers have prevailed and been defeated in the rites since your journey began. And victories against the Nightwings, 0. Okay. So they've had 5 wins and 3 losses then? Okay. So. And the Essence is faring a little worse, with 1 extra loss. The Fate are getting their butts kicked, unfortunately. Dissidents, they're winning quite a bit. They are on par with the Tempers, actually. The Chastity, 2 wins and 3 losses. Yeah, not great. And let's hope it stays that way, because fuck them. Okay. And the Withdrawn are getting pretty smeared. And thank God. Oh, wow. Look at the Pyre Hearts. Once known for their spirit and bravery, now a craven laughingstock. That's because Sir Gilman got disgusted with y'all and left, and you are getting smeared as a result. And favor, what is that? So favor's gonna determine who I'm fighting. Looks like the Essence are currently in that regard right now. So how are you higher than the Tempers? Is it just because the Tempers lost against us? Huh. Well. At least I made sure the Withdrawn are pretty low, at least, huh? Our favor is infinite, for we are the judges and the executioners. Okay. So, our role is just to mess with the favor, then. Determine who gets to go free. Ours or theirs? So the Fate are actually pretty high up. That's pretty decent. Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly as I say. It's only the Fate and the Tempers who I actually like. I mean, the Dissidents make me laugh, but I'm not gonna let them I'm not gonna let them win anything. Okay. Well, I mean, the Tempers are prideful. But, you know, Ignarius made me feel things for a brief moment. Okay. So that's interesting. Let's see. We can fight the Accusers. The Dissidents, or the Essence. So that's interesting. You know what? I'm not gonna choose right now. I'll let that be for next time. Those are the choices. And triangle at any time for Volfred's planner. So if, just to throw a random example out there, I wanted the Fate to be the ones I fought, maybe even free, I would have to crush the Essence right now. But then again, if I let the Essence continue fighting, then that gives Pamitha a continued reason to go along with us. Might make things interesting in that respect. Although I do wonder, does this mean that the Fate lost their battle that they were currently engrossed in? Good questions all. Well, at any rate, suppose I will have to, like, organize who I want to fail the most. Probably the Dissidents and the Accusers. You know, the Essence's motivation is hatred against the Commonwealth, which I'm not really too wild about at this point either. So maybe I let them continue on for a bit too. I don't know. Well, at any rate, I'm gonna end this episode here. Next time we stop just letting the tides of fate carry us and start planning things. And that should be interesting. Whoever goes free, whoever remains behind, this is all going to be in the palm of my hands. I better use it responsibly. So, thank you all for tuning in. Please comment and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.